I've got a room just down the road.
Yeah.
But really what happens is what needs to happen is we need to both go into a secure environment so that Connor can give a witness statement to corroborate all of the evidence that I've got in my bag relative to the abuse that's happened to him and to others and several other young women as well who've been being assaulted recently. They are armed and dangerous. They've been keeping him in squalid conditions. He's been malnourished, he's been beaten, he's been drugged, poisoned, sexually assaulted. There was a very, very serious incident which took place at a hospital recently.
Sorry,
yeah, that's fine. Do you want to take my details?
I think it's pretty
Macleod, is it? I think your brother gave them to me.
Yeah, that's right. Don't need some ID? Or?
Nah, we've got that.
You can show it if you want, it's not a problem, but
well,
we
if
don't
you
need
want
it.
to see it,
No,
I mean, it's not like...
fine. I believe you.
Can I see some ID for you girls, please?
Yeah.
What's your job title? What do you do?
I'm a police officer.
Can I see your ID badge, please?
There it is. PC Rachichi, 313.
PC Rachichi 313 4859 Alice Wynn. What do you do? Chief Constable.
Police
okay.
Police Constable.
That's just the Chief Constable. Kieran Purvis. Okay, great. Thanks. Listen, you really need to make sure that he doesn't walk away from this situation, because if he does, he's going to be sequestered and taken into a really vulnerable circumstances. It's very much a situation whereby, like, if he doesn't get the help that he needs, all of these claims that I'm making, I can corroborate.
So what's your concern at the moment? Is your concern your brother?
So he's been he was brought to Bristol about 18 months ago by a network of organised criminals following a series of extremely high-value crimes and an abduction of several young women which took place, which he was involved with.
Where is he from originally then?
We both live in Devon.
Right, okay.
But he's been staying at a property in Bristol, and he's been involved with a network of extremely wealthy and dangerous criminals who've committed several violent assaults. I think there might have been a fatality, and there's been several attempts on both my life and his own.
Okay.
He was very badly tortured just recently, and there's something which needs to... He isn't going to be able to be honest with you about the situation that he's in and about the pressures that he's under unless he can be in a secure environment where he can be, you know, where
I think that's partly why we're talking to him as well at the moment, just to make sure he's all right.
It sounds ridiculous, but you need to put him in. You need to put him in a squad car, but like take him so that his mobile phone isn't near him, so that he can talk with you, because he isn't going to be able to be open and honest with you. But listen to everything he's saying in his mobile phone. We're giving him instruction through that mobile phone, and if he walks away from here, then the consequences for him are going to be extremely severe. So it's not something which he's going to, he will fervently deny that there's anything going on, because I don't know what the best corroborating evidence that I've got at the moment is.
Just 1 minute. Aside from your brother, put your brother on one side a minute. How about yourself? Are you safe at the moment? I know you're saying your brother's obviously at
I've had
risk,
several attempts in my life. Recently, just a couple of days ago, I was over at his property, and there was a number of his friends there, who some of them are in a similar position to him. They're also being threatened and abused by some dangerous criminals, and they made several attempts to cause loss of life to both of us. This has happened probably 15 times in the last month.
Do they let you come and go as you want in the property?
For you, you mean?
Look, you can't let him walk away.
He's going home. He's fine.
You can't just let him walk off. What the fuck are you doing? You can't just let him walk off down the street, for fuck's sake.
Yes, we can. He's absolutely fine.
He's not absolutely fine. He's going to be fucked. Like, you all know that. Like, you can't just let him walk off the street. You know exactly what's going on. Like you can't just let the poor guy just walk off. Like, what's going to happen to him now? He's just going to be fucked.
He's
like,
fine.
He's not fine, mate. He's going to be fucked. Like, you need to go and collect him. Like, he's in a really vulnerable situation. You're British police officers. You all know exactly what's fucking going on. Half of the fucking world is turning upside down. Like, you can't just let him walk off down the street.
So we've spoken to him, and that's why we spoke to him by himself, and we want to make sure that
of
he's
course,
all right.
I've told you the situation. He's not going to be like open and honest with you because he's got his mobile phone on him. They can hear everything that he's saying. If you think that he's going to, like, you can't just let him walk off down the street. Like, this is absurd. Like it's not. The poor guy's absolutely terrified. Like, there's been like young. He's not in a good state at all. Like, he's really vulnerable and terrified. And there's not really much that anybody can do other than you guys who've sworn an oath to try and protect the public and stand up for justice in the law. And British law does dictate that, like, when there's vulnerable British citizens who are the victim of organised crime and serious violence, that you do need to try and do what needs to be done. I mean, I appreciate that. Obviously, it's a complex situation, and obviously, it's not like you can work miracles. But I do think that Yeah, like I don't know. Am I detained or am I free to go?
You're free to go.
I'm free to go.
You're
So
free to go.
we're just gonna let this all blow over and then just let him walk off down the street. Yeah.
Let us worry about your brother's safety in relation to what you discussed. We've discussed that with him, and we will speak to him about that separately. You just worry about yourself. He is absolutely fine.
Like he needs to be taken into custody now. You can't just let him.
We've got no power to do that. We've got no power to do that. Your brother believes that you're mentally unwell. And
Yeah,
the things
well, he's
that you're
going to
saying-
say that because that's his only semblance of that. That's the only way that he can sort of feign innocence. If he tries to, if he's open with you and he's honest with you, and you don't take him into protective custody, then he's going to be his life's going to be very, very, very much in danger.
We've got no power to do that. We can't just take people into protective custody if they're a victim of crime.
I mean, ultimately, it's down to him. Like he was just too scared to be open and honest with you, basically. Like if I appreciate if he had said to you, yeah, like these guys have been sticking firearms up my arse and torturing me and starving me, keeping me locked in the boot and in the loft for the last 2 years, then obviously you might have looked at it a little bit differently. And I appreciate that you've only you've got to work within the realms of what you've got the powers of arrest to do.
That's right.
I really think you need to go and try and speak with him and try and get him to.
Well, if it'll make you feel better, what we'll do is when we leave here, I will give him a ring and have another conversation with him.
Mate, all he's going to do if he speaks to him on the phone is tell you that there's nothing going on. That's what he has to do, otherwise he'll be killed.
Okay.
Like there's not like
Well, he's on his own at the moment, isn't he? So no one's controlling him, no one's coercing him.
Well,
So, and you're saying about they're
well,
listening on
yes,
his mobile
they are.
phone.
Why don't you try and phone him? I'll try and phone him.